Happy Easter Sunday, everyone. Doing a little bit of cleaning and doing some gluing, trying to get these trim pieces back on here. I think Gorilla Glue will do the job, so I got them duct taped down for the moment. And also cleaned off the white walls. I actually run this thing through car wash, but I cleaned off the white raised letter tires. And so those will look great. Once the car's actually clean, that will hopefully look a lot closer to white than cream or yellowish. Some stuff to open for Easter. Since it's Easter Sunday, thought we'd go with like a pastel theme, especially this one. That's obviously, that's got Easter written all over it. Peeps bug, painted headlights, chrome bumpers and chassis. You know, Matchbox really is. Overall, Matchbox is the better of the two brands at this point. I know other people have said this. I'm not the first one to say it. But in terms of detail and everything else, Matchbox is hitting out of the park. I was very happy to pay $2 for this. It's worth $2 all day long. Now let's crack these guys open. Last but not least, of the 5 Easter cars they did this year, spring theme, Easter, whatever the heck they call it, this is by far the best one. It's the only one that's not a fantasy car. And of course I love the Ford Escort Cosworth, the RS 2000. So I just wanted to point out the fact that the packaging is fantastic on this one. It actually features, of course, the car that even Hot Wheels themselves know is sort of the chase of the set. If you could call it that. It's certainly the one everybody wants. So let's crack this one open. So there you have it. Got 3 different brands. There's Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and a Johnny Lightning. The Ford is awesome, if you ask me. I love that magenta color. It's also just the best generation of Ford trucks in the modern era of fuel injection. I like the mid-70s ones the best, but this is, overall, if I were to buy a Ford truck, this is what I would buy. Everything that came after this, in my opinion, is mostly trash. There was some decent Ford trucks still, obviously, but those blobbish, roundish ones in the 90s that look like a Ford Taurus with a bed, hate those stylistically. And the later ones, just everything seems to have a problem. My buddy worked at a Ford dealership, so I'm not just saying this. Like, they just seem to be constant issues with Fords from the early 2000s into current era. There's always something going on. The EcoBoost era was just the latest thing, in my opinion. So yeah, the Johnny Lightning's got the opening hood, the tailgate lowers, all the little details are there. A fantastic job with this one. And Johnny Lightning's been doing really well recently. I still hate that it doesn't have side view mirrors. I can't wrap my mind around that. It drives me bananas, but I did buy this one. It's probably the only one I'll buy from this series. I'm not gonna buy every single color, I'm not a Ford guy. But this one's cool. Maybe I'll buy one more. But yeah, the lack of side view mirrors, F-. Everything else between a B and an A. And speaking of trucks, then we've got the Love. If you're a car nerd, you know that this is just an Isuzu. I mean, well, this one isn't. This one's some fire-breathing drag racer. But the Love itself was an Isuzu. Then we've got the Peeps VW that we've already gone over. BMW 1M. Pretty awesome. Goofy little cars, but I can't help but love it. It's not really the M1, it's more the 1M, right? The M1 was made in the 1970s and was designed partially by Lamborghini, but we could argue about that all day. Anyway, Purple Passion, except it's pink. Volvo 240D. I believe this one's an 89. Can't remember. What did they say this is? Oh, 86 actually. So Yeah. Mazda RX-8, pearl white with the gold wheels. Another outstanding casting by Matchbox. No complaints. We got side view mirrors, we've got everything. They did a great job with this one. 2024 Aston Martin Vantage GT3. Pretty awesome car. A really cool car company. I'm just now realizing that it says Aston Martin right on the windshield header. Wow. Good job, Hot Wheels. Then we've got the Matchbox moving parts. 911. I believe this is a 64. Not really sure. 66 maybe. Either way, it's awesome. It's the shore wheelbase, I believe. Yeah, it's a shore wheelbase. 64. Yeah, it's a 64. Early 911. Technically, if you're a Porsche nerd, right? This is a 901. It's not a 911. It's just Peugeot had the lockdown on the 901 name, which who knew that they locked down every single name, car name that had a 0 in the middle. That's weird. A little bit trigger happy on the, you know, as far as trademark and copyrights go. It's raining. That's why you see all the water falling. And then of course the Escort Cosworth rally car legend. This one with all the lights on the nose and the normal picnic basket spoiler instead of the usual double stacker. But yeah, there you go. That's all of them. Is that 10 or 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cars. So anyway, happy Easter. Oh, real quick. I'm gonna sound like such an old dinosaur, but I found this in the 83 Mercedes. There's a right in the door pocket there. How many people remember stirring their coffee with this back in the day? I mean, I wasn't old enough to drink coffee, but I remember stirring my tea with it. These were everywhere. It was like a little, it's like a little kayak paddle. This thing was black, covered in dust and grime and spilled coffee. It was in the door panel. I just spent a lot of time getting it this clean. It's still pretty gnarly. But yeah, isn't that wild? This thing is probably, I would say, no newer than 94, 95, something like that. Blast from the past. Happy Easter, everybody.